Hello, my name's Chris Paul and I am the CEO and founder of Man on Inverclyde, a mental health charity based in Greenock in the west of Scotland. And we're bringing you this message today to raise awareness of mental health and raise awareness of our charity and how we can maybe support you, your friends or your loved ones if you need it. Now, we started off as a suicide prevention charity and we're continuing that mission. We want to break the stigma attached to mental health. We want to break the stigma attached to men's mental health, and I know that a lot of men will be listening to this podcast. So please get in touch with us via Man on Inverclyde on social media. You'll find us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. If you're not on social media and you want to get in touch with us via email, just type in support@manoninverclyde.com. Our landline here is 01475 910 258. So yeah, get in touch with us if you're struggling with your own mental health or you're concerned about a friend or a family member. One of our staff members, our volunteers, here to support you. Thanks for listening.
Hello and welcome to the Gallant Few Rangers podcast. My name's Colin and I'll be your host as always. We bit of a different podcasting schedule this week. I don't know if you've heard, but we're off to Seville. So the Gallant Few boys have decided we're going to spam the shit out of the podcasting world. So this is the first of what will be, maybe 4 or 5 podcasts throughout the week. Shorter updates, letting you know what our plans are, where we are in the continent at that point in time, and how we're feeling about Wednesday. First joining me is Mason Stewart. Mason, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, good, thanks, Colin, Graham, Craig. Just absolutely buzzing to get to this. I wish I was going today. I know a lot of boys are setting off today, and I just don't know I'm going to sleep tonight or tomorrow, to be honest, mate. I've not slept since we beat Leipzig properly. My missus is going mental. I just can't wait.
Your missus being a West Ham fan as well, that'll be fucking rubbing it right in.
Yeah, I mean, she watched it next door the night we watched it in here, me, my dad and granddad, and we were going absolutely mental, and obviously they were getting knocked out, so it was a bit sore that night, but no, she's been good as gold. She just wants us hopefully to win it. She wants me to come back happy, I think, not miserable. So
that's true love right there. Also joining us, Craig Campbell. Craig, how you doing, mate?
How you doing, Colin? How you doing, boys? I am currently in transit as we speak. On the first leg of the tour, I have to say I'm hoping that the places I'm going to visit after this are going to be a lot better, because I'm currently on Royston Road with a load of tricolours around me. So, that's a bit of an experience going to a Europa League final and tricolours all over us, guys. But first part of the journey on the way to Leeds. Absolutely buzzing. The wee man's currently sitting beside us. And again, man, I'm not looking forward to just what Graham was saying before we went live. It's going to be a long ass day, but it's going to be so worth it.
Absolutely. And without further ado, big sexy himself, Graham Campbell, joining us live from Albufeira. How are you, G?
All right, boys, how you doing? Yeah, all good, man. The weather over here is top notch. Just as Craig was saying, yesterday was a long day. Setting off at kind of 2:30 in the morning, early flight through to Faro. So yeah, I'm in Seville for a few days. Now travel from Albufeira through to Seville. So yeah, it's class. There's already a lot of bears. You know what it's like. You set off on a Sunday, you don't know what to expect, how many people are going to be there, and then obviously the hotel drop-offs we did yesterday, there's already the flags hanging from the balconies, bears are everywhere, and the strip was certainly jumping last night, so it's all good. Everyone's absolutely buzzing, obviously, so yeah, I can't wait, obviously, for Wednesday.
And you've been kicking us right when we're done, mate, sending us pints at photos of pints in the group chat. You're currently on a golf course kicking about. You can't stand still, man. You're just about to show the scenery, aren't you, in this fucking video call?
Do you know, I'm trying to avoid all the golfers playing because I've obviously not got my headphones on, so you might hear the background wind or birds or whatever. So I'm just trying to keep away from all those golfers, you know, keep up with the etiquette as you need to do in a golf course. But yeah, just absolutely buzzing to get back to the strip later and party with more with the Bears again. But yeah, I've just had my first Super Bock of the day, so that'll set me off well, you know.
Brilliant. And I'll get your thoughts on Wednesday first, Graham, because I know you need to go and tee off, and then don't want to delay because you'll probably spend about 4 hours looking for your ball. But what's the gut telling you right now? How are you feeling for Wednesday? What are you thinking?
Do you know what? I'm trying not to think too much in terms of, I don't know. I think for me it's the hope that kills you, right? So it's completely different. If we play well, well, we are going to win, right? If we play our game, we win, and that's the scariest part for me. And that's what's going to kill me if we don't. Talking to a lot of Rangers fans already, obviously, in and around Albufeira, everyone's really confident. That scares me as well. Hopefully the players are grounded. I'm sure Gio will have them grounded. It's not going to be easy. I get we've already beaten Dortmund and Leipzig, but we can't take that for granted. This is a different team. They've not been beaten in Europa League as well. But if we play our game and that's all we can ask for, I think we'll win. And that's it's scary to say, but I'm looking at the pitch of that Europa League and I'm thinking, fucking hell, that'd look good in our trophy cabinet, man. That would look so good. I mean, then we'd need to change the facade above the Rangers store at Ibrox. We'd need to update that Champions Wall. I mean, it's good. It's a good problem to have, right? And we'd need to leave a space for the Super Cup as well. So yeah, this is what happens. Starting to dream already about these things. So yeah, it's all good.
Apologies, I just muted myself about 4 times there and I was chatting away. But what I was saying was, Rangers will not be short of money with the amount of money we've taken out of bank accounts this month. But last one on you, Graham, you've got a ticket for the game. You must be fucking delighted, mate.
Yeah, absolutely buzzing. Obviously, that's the first question everyone's lips just now. Have you got a ticket? But see, to be honest, one of the main ones as well I'm getting is how you get to Seville. So I think there's a lot of Rangers fans out there who's still trying to get travel or routes to Seville from wherever they are around whether it's Portugal, Spain, wherever. But yeah, obviously delighted to have a ticket for the game. Makes me a bit nervous. It's one of these activations and QR codes and all that. I'd feel a lot better with a solid paper ticket in my wallet, but I'll have my phone switched off most of the day, making sure I've got the battery conserved and all that. So yeah, it's all that makes me nervous. The technology ditches you and somehow you don't get into the game. But that aside, yeah, of course I'm buzzing. Hopefully it will be the best night of all our lives. Fingers crossed.
Fantastic. Well, Graham, thanks for joining us, mate. We'll let you go and get yourself a pint. Right now, I know Craig's driving, but me and Mason are working now. I'm in the office, so doing this in a lunch break. It's not quite as glamorous as kicking about a golf course in Portugal, but have a cracker, big man.
Right, cheers, boys. We are the people. Speak to you later.
So, Mason, talk to us about your travel plans then, mate.
So I got really lucky, to be honest, Colin. When last week, I already booked up to go Malaga, and then was just going to try and work out how to get from Malaga to Seville. I booked that after we knocked out Braga, but someone I know, West Ham, season ticket holder, booked up to go Seville in February, I think, end of Jan, super confident. And he booked for 3 flights. So me and my dad and my brother, we ended up taking them and a hotel for my dad and brother, and I'm staying elsewhere. But otherwise I'd have gone on my own. So I'm so happy that and Ross can come with me. So fair play to the West Ham fans, to be honest, because all I've seen is them selling tickets for the price they paid as well. So delighted I got it sorted.
Aye, that's absolutely tremendous. And just actually touching on the football, Craig, I'll come to you. See, any other time, I would be ecstatic for the weekend there that we've managed to put out our under-12s and strut a decent Hearts team 3-1. Nobody's really talking about it, so I think it's only fair due that we touch on it briefly. We finished the season on as much a high as we could. We knew we weren't going to win the league for about 4 or 5 weeks, but it's really kept the feel-good factor going. It would have taken a lot to take the feel-good factor out, but it's not done any harm.
No, it definitely hasn't. And see if you think it as well, you're going into that game, and my hope was that we didn't get absolutely scudded. Because if you come out of that, you're going into the Scottish Cup final, their tails are going to be up. Psychologically, they're going to think they've got one up on us already. For us to go out there and the amount of youngsters that played against a full strength Hearts team. Granted, it probably wasn't played in the same spirit as what I'm going to expect the Scottish Cup final to get played in, but how disheartening must that be the week before you're in your Scottish Cup final and you get scudded after B team? Aye, must be absolutely sickening, to be honest.
I'm all for that. I'm all for A, beating teams, and B, making sure they feel sick to the bone when we do beat them. Rub it right in.
Especially when it comes to Hearts, to be honest. There's a few teams in that league that when we beat them, it means something a wee bit more to me. And Hearts definitely are one of them. I actually grew up being a real basically half my family are all Hearts fans. For my granddad's side in for Edinburgh, and I always had that kind of affinity with them. And then see when we went down, I'm like, nah. Every single time that we play them, I want us to absolutely leather them.
Well, I'm glad Rangers are giving you a bit of ammunition for the family chat, mate. Mason, is there anything that you've seen on Saturday that would tailor your thinking for Wednesday? Don't get me wrong, I don't see Adam Devine replacing James Tavernier, but maybe your more senior players, Balogun, Davis, Arfield. I still think they're pretty much going to be. They were allowed to get minutes in, so fresh options, but I don't see them starting.
No, I think that everyone that played on Saturday won't play on Wednesday. I think Gio's kept everyone fresh for Wednesday. I think it was a good decision, but I just think it goes to show how confident everyone is, even the young boys coming in. Everyone's got that buzz around them, and even the game we played against, who was it, Wednesday night? Not Dundee United. Who do we have last Wednesday? I can't remember. Ross County. Some of the football we played was, I know it was only Ross County, but I thought it was, considering it could have been a damp squid. Played really well, played some really good stuff, and everyone's desperate to impress. So I'm a bit like Graham. I'm really confident Wednesday, which I don't know. It is a good thing, but just so excited as well. What an opportunity! I just hope the players play the game and not the occasion. That's really important. But it feels totally different from Manchester. There's only 13 for Manchester, but I felt Zenit were still going to be. They were real good side, and I thought I just really couldn't see us winning it. But this one feels completely different. What a chance we've got.
That's fine. I think we've been making that comparison, and I think I said last week that in 2008 we would have had to have played at absolute best and needed Zenit to drop down a level just to be in with a chance. And this Rangers should be going on Wednesday night, fancying themselves if they play at their best, and they can absolutely beat Frankfurt.
I mean, look, they're a good side. I mean, it's not sort of that. This for me is very 50-50. They're not as good as Leipzig, and they're not as good as Dortmund, but still they're unbeaten in this competition. They've scored 4 at the Nou Camp. They've beat a good West Ham team home and away as well. They've got some good players, but so have we. It's going to be a real good matchup, and but yeah, we can't underestimate them just because we beat two better teams in Germany. That it's a final, anything can happen. But I think Gio, listen to him, he'll have the players, up for it. He's very calm, and hopefully that goes over to the players. And they've got a chance to become more than legends. They've got a chance to outdo anything. I think it'll be, if we win Wednesday, I think it'll be the biggest in our history. Considering the money and where we've been, it's just so exciting.
I know it's set up for the fairy tale finish. Craig, come to you first. I'm just going to ask both yourself and Mason what your plans are for Wednesday itself. So, Craig, once you do your 48-hour journey or whatever you're up to, what's your plans on Wednesday to watch a game?
Well, I am setting off from Benno Medina from the Black Jack Bar. Getting to Seville probably about 12 o'clock. And I'm meeting meeting my best mate over there. He's driving over from Alicante, which I don't envy him. I was speaking to him last night and he was telling me it's a 6-hour drive, man. And I'm like, he doesn't even know if there's any aircon in the minibus. And I'm like, fuck that for a carry on. But I going through there, I'm going to try and do a wee bit of sightseeing in Seville for an hour maybe, and then head over. I'm in the fortunate position of having both tickets for the Couture, or whatever you call it, stadium. The stadium that Celtic get beat, basically, that one. And I've got the outdoor auditorium, so I think we might head along to the outdoor auditorium first, see what that's like, and then maybe go along to the stadium. But one thing's for sure, man, it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Aye, yeah, you can say that again, mate. Mason, what about yourself? Once you're settled in Seville, what's your plans to watch a game?
Yeah, that's been a nightmare, to be honest. I think it's took the last 5 or 6 days just stressing about getting to Seville, sorting it out, and somewhere to watch the game, and not really thought about the game. But I'm the same as Craig. Got tickets for the auditorium and the stadium that Celtic got beat. So not sure what one yet, but that'll be the plan. Still trying to get a ticket for the game. Actually, that's not completely out the equation, but that's going to be really difficult in a minute.
Yeah, they're like absolute gold dust. I feel like a bit of a mug at you and Craig have your plan A and a backup plan, whereas I only booked my flights last night. I've not even thought about what I'm going to do for the game. For the listeners' sake, I've managed to get something last minute, so I'm driving down to Newcastle straight from work tomorrow afternoon. Newcastle to Menorca to Barcelona, a night in Barcelona, and fly to Seville Wednesday morning. Staying there for the night, then I travel up to Madrid, fly from Madrid south to Gran Canaria, then back up to Newcastle. What a laugh. 3 days and 6 airports.
You're going to need a new passport after the amount of stamps you're getting.
It's not that. I was at Spain the last week in April. I was in Madrid last week in April for a stag do. 2 weeks ago, I was in Murcia for a wedding. Interpol would probably be fucking chatting my door, man, the amount of times I'm back and forward. Probably think I'm running a cartel.
You're going to be one of the Peru 2 characters.
No, but see if Rangers win on Wednesday. I'll take it. I'll go through the legal system. It means we get that trophy in the cabinet.
By the way, can I just say as well, see what Mason was talking about? What a carry on that website for the fan zone. I don't think in the last... See, I get sober like three years ago, right? And since then, I live a pretty kind of calm life. I've fucking never experienced stress like that in my fucking puff. You were refreshing the page, it was coming out on Twitter. Oh, that's the web page back up and running. You go on it, you select your seats, you get to the checkout, bang, fucking website down again. And then you're on follow, and guys are putting on follow. Just get 10 tickets. You're like that. So it got to the point where I just went, you know what? I'm just getting the auditorium tickets. They started off at 30 quid, up to 40 the next day, and then I bought them at 50. It was like, fucking... And then I bought them right, and then about half an hour later, it came up, all the websites up, and I thought, I'll see what it's like. Went on, fucking got the tickets, no bother. And I'm like, well, about 70 quid done. Okay, but I feel for the guys that are still struggling to get things, man. Really, really do.
Yeah, I was the same. I had, it's just been pure stress. I mean, trying to work at the same time as well. It's just been doing calls and refreshing pages, and it's just been a nightmare. I booked 3 different bars and paid deposits, and they all 3 of them got back to me as well and said, "Oh no, sorry, ticket system was wrong, or we're overbooked." Or so the amount of money just spent on just trying to get somewhere booked up to watch a game has just been an absolute nightmare. But look, when we're out there, I'm sure it'll all be worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, have any of you guys been getting the WhatsApps for Pablo?
No, but talk me through this.
This guy is absolutely famous across the Rangers world now, man. He's bombarding me with messages every day, fucking weather updates, telling me about Real Betis winning. He hopes that, and by the way, he's finishing off every message to me with WATP. The big man gets it. The big man's got the bug.
Yeah, and can you blame him? It's a fucking infectious thing, the love and passion that goes with following Rangers. So I don't blame anybody for jumping on the bandwagon. Good on you, Pablo. Well, I think that's as good a time to wrap it up there, boys. As we said, just short pods throughout the week. We're all planning on meeting up on Wednesday, and hopefully giving you a wee bit of a live update from the fan zone in Seville. Mason, thanks very much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having us again, mate. Really looking forward to seeing you boys in a couple of days' time, and hopefully we're still partying come Thursday morning.
And Craig, safe journey to you and your wee man.
Thanks, buddy. And I hope work was in pretty quick. And safe journeys to both of you. And from me and Kyle that are in the car.
We are the people.
On yourself, Kyle. That's what I love to hear. And I don't know what to say. Usually the last line of the pod, we are the people, but the wee man stole my thunder. So thank you everybody for listening. Safe travels and take care.